Terrible. Goodness gracious. Did I not invite my special guest? My bad, ladies. My bad, man. Some days, man, when I either I'm gonna spell something wrong or I'm gonna forgot to put y'all in the chat. But there it is. I just put it in the chat. Come on in. Woo! My bad, y'all. My bad. I be tripping. Some days I be tripping. It happens. Come on up in here, everybody. Come on up in here. Get on up in here. What's up, Moretta? Moretta getting us started tonight. Honeybee Lee. That's to Haruna. Kimberly Ortiz. Josie Ferry. What's up, Edith? Is that you? I see you. Andrea Davis. Val. What's up, Holly White? Beth Mikey. Fax 100. JBE 162. What's up, Laura? Tanya Wish You Woods up in here. Queen of Philly. Hoagies came through. Ooh, ain't no hoagie like a Philly hoagie, because the Philly hoagies don't stop. Yeah, I'm gonna give y'all that. What's up, Sharita? How you feeling? Audrey Adams, I see you. What's up, Rachel Wu? Luna. Speedy Rider, is that you, Speedy? What's up, Speedy? Come on in, my friends. Yeah, we jumping narcs tonight. Hey, Keisha in China, I just put the link in the chat. It was my bad. You know, some days, man, I be tripping. I be tripping. Woo, just like Candy. What's up, Tressa? Sharita, Jennifer, Liberty, Empty Head Records. What's up, Soldier? What's going on, everybody? Ooh, boy. Hey, look, y'all. For everybody that's watching, you know, we working on it. I'm working on it. Goodness gracious. Oh, what's up, Stingray? Tressa, Darlene, Librarian, Beyond Blessed. What's up, David Thayer? Everybody hit the like button. Come on in here. I see you over there. There she go.
Hey, guys.
How are you feeling this evening up in here? Well, all right. Beyond Blessed is in here. What's up, Stingray? David Thayer. What's going on, champ? Ooh. Yes. Did I step on the toes? It is what we gonna do. We do. Miraculous came through. Come on in there. Come on in. Hit the like the like. After you hit the like. Yes, indeed. That's what we like to do. That is exactly what we do. What's up, Lady Virgo? Yeah, my DJ caught it. My DJ caught it right on time up in here. Right on time. What's up, Val? What's going on? You doing all right over there, China? China's outside, y'all.
Yeah.
The hair blowing in the wind, everything. What's up, Sean Camacho? There she go.
Hey, Keisha.
Hello. Hey, everybody. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, everybody. All right, before we get started. Good. Yes, I said it. I said before we get started, because we going in. Yes, yes, yes. I know you relate to that one, Head Records. I know you can relate to all that up in there. I got to send a special shout out to the sponsorship, of course, of course. We're going to say, hey, Maryland. Mwah! Yes, with love and compassion and all that. And of course, Connie. But, mwah! Connie, you special. Good. Everybody, let me just say on this Good Friday, it's a Good Friday to have a Good Friday.
Can you guys hear me at all?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You was just outside. What happened? Changing up scenes and everything. What's up, Janet Cross? Kanita. What's up, Kanita?
Yeah. I want the chat to know I see the comments, guys.
You did what?
I can't see the comments because I'm on my phone.
Oh. I ain't supposed to go on the phone. I'm going to do the phone on Monday. It's wild with this phone versus the computer stuff. Oh, well, before we get started, just before we get started, ladies, how y'all doing tonight? Is everything all right?
Yeah, I'm great.
How about you?
Hi. Now everything is wonderful.
It's wonderful. All right, tag team jump this narc up in here this evening. Yes, we are. Yes, we are, good people. What's up, Karen? Everybody hit the like button. Let's get this thing started. Hey, Emma. So. Tonight's session brought to you by sponsorship. Yes, indeed, it's wonderful. We titled this one tonight. I titled it something out. You believe in the narc more than you believe in God. Oh boy, why not step on the toes tonight? I said there's only one direction to go in, and that is deeper. Deeper. That's the old Barry White joint. So that's where we going. You believe in the narcissist more than you believe in God. Why would I say such a thing? Well, I gotta talk directly to the man in the mirror. Okay? Directly to the man in the mirror as to why would he trust this devil more than he trusts God? Well, I cannot justify why I did it. I can only say why I did it. So do not take this for justification, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I'm just giving you this illogical, illegitimate reason. Okay? I did it. Yes, I did it. I did it because I thought that, first of all, I didn't know that that's what I was doing. First and foremost. First of all, I didn't know that that's what I was doing. Second of all, I wasn't thinking. I was not thinking at all. I was not thinking that this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm guilty of. Surely I had no thought in my mind that I trust this, which I know. I trusted the one that I knew was a liar.
Yeah.
I knew was a fabricator, leech. I knew was a lost I knew was a manipulator. I knew this person means me no good.
Sure.
I knew it. And that's one of the ways right there. Because, of course, God is telling me inside my head, God talking to me, what you doing, man? Why? Why are you doing this, man? Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's look at the light here. You know what I was saying? Well, all right. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow I'm gonna say something. Okay, let me think about it. I'm gonna say something. Because he ain't say something. It would the voice is saying, you gotta do something. Because you're showing this person that you have it. You're showing this person that everything that they're doing is acceptable. You're teaching this person. You're teaching this person. You're conditioning this narcissist to mistreat you.
For sure.
Teaching them that this is acceptable behavior. When you're dealing with me, it's acceptable. I accept this mistreatment. I accept it. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? I want this behavior. Of course, I didn't think I was saying that, right? I didn't think, because I thought I was saying, no. I thought I was saying, in the back and forth, the arguments, I thought I was saying, no, I'm not. I don't like this. But when we don't like something, what do? We stop.
Yeah.
We stop doing it. When we don't like something, we stop doing it, ladies and gentlemen. How many of y'all don't like liver?
You alone on that one.
I see when you say you don't like it, this is where it gets a little bit tricky. So when you go a little bit deeper and see how this really works, it's like addiction. Like even people who smoke crack, they don't like smoking crack when it's the bad effects or when they come down. They only like it a little bit when it's like that euphoria. Yeah, they like that euphoria, but they don't like that crash when they can't have it or when they run out of money and they don't have it. They don't like the effects that crack leave, like those bad effects. But they like the high that crack gives, so they like it a little bit. Like they like it, they still like it. And in the Bible, God say you either love one and hate the other, or you gonna despise one and be loyal to the other. You can't serve two masters. Anytime you get with a narcissist, you sell your soul to the narc. The narc then sold their soul to the devil. So by default, you sell your soul to the devil temporarily. Unless God free you, because you're in the kingdom of self. How I feel, like how this narc make me feel, how they doing this, like they do things sexually, they do things as far as like put you up on a pedestal, pride, idolatry. They do all of those things for you. That's all the things of the flesh. They don't really do things spiritually to get you close to God. They do things all flesh to get you away from God for their master Satan. So you sign that contract because you in agreement with it. You like it a little bit. You like the stuff they give. You like being around them here and there, like especially in the beginning. You like it. So you have that choice when that path is set before you. Choose life or death. You chose the death. You didn't know you was choosing the death, but you chose it. And once that choice is made, the demons is now in the driver's seat. They separate your conscious and your subconscious. So they operating on your subconscious. They planting these thoughts. All of their thoughts is made to keep you in bondage, keep you in torment. Yeah, go talk to him. Go call him. You want to save your family. This is the right thing to do. God, what God is joined together, like no man set apart. That's what the demons is telling you. And you constantly on this merry-go-round, and the real you, your conscious you, is in the Lulu land, building a house, whatever he got you doing, working on your life. All of this stuff is happening in the Lulu land. Your consciousness, like in that movie Get Out. So you in the Lulu land, and in the Lulu land, Your family is working. Y'all going on these wonderful vacations when he get it together or she get it together. The kids is gonna do right when everybody get it together. It's all on these dreams and things that you feel like you building in the Lululand. So in real time, real earth here, your subconscious, the demons is through your body operating. And they doing stuff. They the ones eating the food. They the ones got you going back and forth doing all this stuff. Every now and then you might get a glimpse on TV in the Lululand of your real life. And you might see like, hey, this is happening. This is terrible. I need to get out of this. But it's a hamster wheel until you get so desperate enough that God can even hear you in the Lululand. And he'll come get you. And he the only one that can come to the Lululand and rescue you from the man of yourself. That's how it works.
For sure.
Yeah. I'm gonna say this, man. Like I said about the liver. When you get something you don't want, when you get something you don't like, you stop. Eating, I know for me, I'm eating some liver. That's stopping. It stops right there. Okay, had enough of that. That's it.
That's the key to get out of the Lululand. You have to hate it. Once you make up your mind to hate it, that's when God step in. But he know your heart. If your heart is still trying to manipulate and get that narc back, like, oh, I ain't gonna call them, I'm going no contact, so they can call you, so y'all can play this game, so you can make them want you. God see that. That's manipulation. He can't move on that. You gotta hate that. Hate that life and make up your mind. I'm done with it at all costs, no matter what they do or say. I'm done.
Got to be done. It got to be over with. You got to look at it like, man, I'm not eating one more bite of that liver right there. I despise eating that particular food right there. It is not going to happen anymore. I am officially done with it. And you have to do the exact same thing when it comes to dealing with one of them. When you don't despise it, when you don't look at it as something you don't like anymore, then that means that, it's like, hey, you put some fried chicken right there for me. That's going to change my mind. I'm like, whoa. Don't have some little, salt, pepper, and paprika, some little lemon pepper on it. Goodness gracious, and dip it in some wing sauce. So if you have something that you like, if it's something that you still like, and like you was just saying, Keisha, when you still like and you still entertain this, that person is still all the way in your life. That person is still all the way in your mind. And when we don't completely kick that thought out, we are serving a different God at that point.
Yeah.
We are totally, completely serving a different God and don't even see, because we don't see it that way. We're looking at it, well, no, I'm fighting for this, I'm fighting for it. I'm fighting to stay in it. I'm fighting to do the best that I absolutely can. Yeah. And, this whole situation, it's going to get better. That's all we keep looking at. I'm going to pray and it's going to get better. We feel like I'm going to bring this narc in to the fold. I'm gonna bring a narc into the fold, and I'm gonna get God. I'm gonna pray to God that God helps us. And man, the worst one of all. I'm gonna pray that God changes this person.
Oh my God,
I've done that.
But
have pictures in the Bible.
Tell me how that's going to happen. You're gonna pray to God. God, please change this person. How's that gonna happen?
But
God,
that's
all in free will.
That's what in church. They tell you to come to church and pray for your husband. Your husband will come eventually. If you got people that go to church, pray just to get a husband. People do not go to church for all the right reasons. And that's the thing. We've been groomed by our elders, by our parents, by these people, by the church, that we get addicted to the game, playing the game, trying to manipulate the narcissist into loving us or seeing us as the same person that they saw us before. And that's why we don't get enough, because they keep us in that continuous game where we're constantly chasing their validation, their love, and doing this no contact and hoping it's going to bring them back. I just did a TikTok today on something like that, where, you know, it's best you go no contact for your healing. Because if you go no contact to get that person to come back into your life, oh, they can wait you out. You're the one who's going to be weak and going to call them. So it's literally just a game. It should be for your healing and not to play the game. The only way to get tired of it is to get tired of playing the game.
That's it. That's it. I mean, like we were saying before, you know, you got to be sick of being sick, tired of being tired. You got to be done with being done. It's okay. We keep on figuring a way out to keep on dealing with it.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that's exactly how it is dealing with narcissism. You keep figuring out how I'm going to go to this next stage with this person.
Yeah.
If they're still in and you're not out, that means you're still in. That means, hey, we just keeping it going. And people will sit around for years and years and more years waiting for this person to get it together. They eventually they're gonna get older, and then they're gonna see that I had their back. All they're learning, all you're teaching them is that you have a high tolerance of pain.
Mm-hmm.
You welcome the lies, the deception, the deceit. You welcome it.
Yeah.
All we're showing them that, hey, man, you know what? You can do anything you want to do with me. We're showing them that as bad as they treat us, we're there for it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I'm still gonna be there for you. I'm still, you know, I know that we have some really disrespectful conversations and arguments and this and that, but you know, at the end of the day, we still love each other. That man.
And that's what they call, so in therapy, that's what they would call a schema, right? A schema is like a core belief. So that's like
Hold on.
something that
A schema or a
just
schema?
schema, like SCHEMA. So they have something called schema therapy, where it's like a core belief system. Schema is, say, you're self-sacrificing. Like you can have a schema of people-pleasing, self-sacrificing. A lot of times people who identify as empaths are self-sacrificing, and then they meet people who are entitled, like narcissists. Entitlement, wickedness, all of that is defined as a schema. So when you have schemas, like in the therapy world, you have to identify how did that develop? Like what was the original pain wound, usually in childhood, that caused you to think the way that you think? And usually that's like trauma, or you were the people pleaser or the peacemaker in the family. Your emotions was not validated. Something happened growing up that make you be like self-sacrificing or peacekeeper and have to repair or rescue her. Now in spirit, that's in the natural. They don't have a cure for that. They can just keep talking forever. People will still be going around that same mountain. They might be helped, but they still on the same mountain. Spiritually, what happened was you got a soul wound there. Your soul got hurt at childhood, and so the enemy know what kind of decay he put on the soul. As you get older, he'll send a familiar spirit, what they call a trauma bond, the narcissist. Whatever the narcissist is doing that's familiar to the way you grew up, that knowing, love, or imprinted, like that push-pull, that when they first come, they validate, they do this thing. Something was familiar. And so you rescuing or you being a peacekeeper, that was familiar to you. That's how childhood trained you for the narcissist. because it was familiar to go in and rescue, or maybe you heard a teaching in church that formed that belief, familiar to pray for the husband, or it was familiar to be self-sacrifice and go all out for the children that spoil right. Like something was familiar, and the enemy know. What you have to do with the narcissist after you're out of this, you have to find out what was it that the enemy had. What was the hook? Was it rejection? Was it people pleasing? Did you get bullied? What was it? Image, like your pride? Like what was it that the hook he put in that made that thing happen? Because that's the only way we really heal from this, is to figure out what the narcissist, what was they fulfilling, because they fulfilled something. You just wasn't with a terrible person from start to finish and you knew about it. Like they deceived you some way, and they probably deceived you by giving you a lot of attention, by validating you, or probably by giving you money or putting you in a home when you didn't have a home growing up, or something happened. You got to find out what that is.
I think that one of the things is they showed you that they had the potential. They showed you they had the potential of giving you everything that you wanted, of being everything that you wanted. They showed potential. Now, that's all you got.
Yeah.
You got potential. As long as you have potential, they can just dangle it in front of you like a carrot. Hey, oh, I got this potential now. Before you roll. And guys, that's one of the reasons why it's so difficult to leave one of them alone. Because the one thing that's lingering in your mind is the person has potential. And what if the next person figures them out? What if the next person figures out what to do and they don't have this issue? Because our assumption, and this is us, y'all, our assumption is that they go into this next person and they're going to be perfect. They're going to be the dream. That's what anybody, put your hand up if you didn't believe that.
But you know what?
I was guilty. I believed it for years, over a year. Guilty.
And they believe that themselves. Everybody that they run into, they believe is the one. They sell that dream to themselves, and we sell that dream to us for them. Because I've seen that with my daughter in that situation. And these people do think that they are in love, because that's exactly what she thinks, but it's infatuation. And that's what in love is. If you look at the definition is obsession and infatuation. And they really do be in love with people when they first meet them, because they're infatuated with them. So they honestly
too.
Huh?
That's us too.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we just infatuated. We think we in love with this person, but love ain't got nothing to do with that whole entire entanglement.
No.
Because love don't lie, y'all. Love ain't gonna lie, man. I know it might be hard to believe. Love does not lie. Love is a perfect gentleman. Okay? Love is a perfect lady. It's not going to feed you this illusion. It's not going to gaslight you. It's not going to manipulate you. Love does not work in that direction. Okay? Love is an action word, y'all. Love is an action word. Love is a verb. Okay, it is not a noun. It is a verb. It is an action word. Okay. And we get into this situation with somebody and we just think that they really are looking for love, because that's one of the first things they tell you. Because of course you had that little conversation, well, why are you single? Why you not with who? What's going on with you? And then they feed you that lie. If I could just find somebody that would just do right, and not only that, but then they run their whole resume down on how well they treated everybody. They hit you with that old Ike Turner. Yeah, everybody I done bought up, in the band. They done went off to be stars, but that's all right. They forgot about me, but that's all right, because I think I found somebody new. And when they hit you with the Ike Turner, You know, you don't know that that's a real Ike Turner. A real Ike Turner coming, because this Joker gonna be your worst nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
And we have, see, guys, yeah. Tonight we thinking about like Ike, because that's what Tina was. Tina got to the point where she said, okay, man. Okay, Ike. Whatever you do, whoever you doing it with, man, that's y'all business.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I work hard to make my name. Man, bye. I don't want nothing to do with you. I don't want nothing to do with you. And then, and guys, what Ike do? Of course, he's talking mess about nah, blah, blah, go ahead, blah, blah, blah. Because Ike was always messing with somebody in the band, somebody always had somebody, right? This is a perfect situation.
Mm-hmm.
So you look at when she cut him off. I remember the first time she cut him off, and then he pulls up on her after he done borrowed all this money from the record company. He owe these people a record, and he ain't got it. Now he come over there the same way the narcs come back to us. They come right back to us, feeding us that same old craziness. Look now they just don't went along long enough now, Tina. Come on now. You all right? All right, that's it. I don't know. Come on now. And Tina just sitting there listening, because she knows, she like, I can time this dude now. She done got to the point where now she like, I can time him. It's just a matter of time. And the real Ike Turner gonna show up.
Yeah.
And then he grabs her.
Yep.
And that's it. And she like, oh, I knew it. I knew it.
Mm-hmm.
That's how she was able to stay away. That's how she was able to get away and stay away, because she said, oh, wow, there it is. There it is. Eventually, Ike is going to show up.
Yeah.
And guys, that's what you have to see about this person. The real devil gonna show up, and it don't matter who they with. Yeah, they gonna come back. I came back many a days trying to get back. Yeah, he kept trying to get back. Tina just said, man, I know, not only, guys, y'all better go back and watch What's Love Got to Do with It after the night. Not only, Tina said, man, that's it, man. How am I gonna have a career and a life, and I'm still dealing with this fool? All he want to do is fight.
Yep.
Listen, y'all, Ike Turner don't want to do nothing but play that guitar and fight.
Mm-hmm.
He gonna fight whoever. He don't mind fighting anybody in the band, and that's how he was around everybody. Okay, impossible to deal with. He was impossible, and just like clockwork, he come right back. He come begging. And the moment that she get, now the first time he caught her on the bus with the boys, and he caught her on the bus with the boys. All right, come on, man, get on in the car. And in her mind, she's thinking, oh wow, I thought we was getting away, but he must care about us because he done went to this extreme to bring us home. Maybe he gonna act right. What? Okay, for everybody that saw the movie, did Ike ever act right at any point?
No, he was demonized. You see his eyes, the real Ike, it was dark all around. Like,
and then did you hear the stories from his the women that he dealt with after Tina? His wife or wives after Tina. It was, listen, it was worse.
yeah.
It was worse. People, we're not just sitting here telling you that it gets worse for nothing.
Right.
When you find yourself around somebody like that, someone that lives to make people miserable, that's all life is going to be with them. You are not going to get any points because you're trying to save them. I'm trying to show you the right way. I'm trying to be this for you, baby. All you showing the narc All I showed the narc was I'm gonna put up with more mess than everybody else. Everybody else put together. That's all I could show. And that's all the new person is showing them.
That's it.
I can put up with more. Oh, nah, baby, you ain't got to worry about nothing over here. I got your back. They don't even understand. It's a total fraud. It's a sabotage mission. You cannot win anything. Well, you're going to win something, but it's never going to be anything you like.
Nah.
All you're going to have is a bunch of broken promises, a bunch of broken feelings, a bunch of disrespect.
Yep.
You will be able to thoroughly, easily be able to admit to people and be able to say you had the worst relationship of anybody else that you knew personally.
Yeah. And you know what? We try to explain to these people who are hurting us that they're hurting us, and they feel justified in it. Anything you call them out on, it could be the smallest thing, and they take it as an attack. You're attacking them because you're holding them accountable for something. And that's why they rage out and do all this vindictive stuff. And that infatuation phase also makes them do that as well because, like I said, they feel like they found the one, and they will stab their mother to be with that person. These people, you cannot convince them that they're delusional.
Whoo, man.
It's like Peter Pan. Remember Peter Pan, Never Never Land?
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of like how the Narc's Delulu Land is. Like our Delulu Land might be the American dream. That's a Delulu Land. Like you might have the wife, the or the husband and the dog and the perfect kids, the fence, the good job, the vacation. Yeah, that's probably our Delulu Land. And we can stay in that Delulu Land with the toxic narc if you're married to him like that. You just go through the motions, right? But you still in Delulu Land. It's not based in reality, it's in your imagination, because in reality this person's sleeping with everybody. But in their Delulu Land, in Never Never Land, they don't ever grow up. They have a bunch of houses, like they are the king of their kingdom. Now they master is still Satan, he's still the creator of their dome, but they the kingdom, like, and they have a house where each ex is on the same street, and in their kingdom they can go and mess with each person, and everybody just wake up each day and say, hey, we want to be with you today. You're the best. You're wonderful. We love you. Hey, do that dance, sing that song. And every day, that's what they live in Delulu Land. That's theirs. And if you challenge that Delulu Land, because it's not reality at all, and someone will get hurt, you challenge it, that's when they can't, that's when they malfunction. It's like then they attack you. Ain't no telling what they hear. They can probably hear your voice saying some crazy stuff. They schizophrenic too. Like, they do be having that going on. They won't tell you, but when they spaced out, something going on. That's internal stimuli. But they hear you say stuff and do stuff that ain't even true. But that's in their Delulu Land. Like, that house is acting up, I must destroy it. And then they got a neighborhood that's their relived childhood trauma. Because when they speak, they talk about, well, my mom did this when I was a kid, and I hate this person. I'll never forgive them for doing this and doing that. That's part of their Delulu Land. So that's where their conscience is at. Meanwhile, the demons are controlling that subconscious and that body, just operating. Casanova, he talking to people. That's when that romanticizing and stuff. Then you got the rage one. They come out. All the different ones.
But
that's still they jacked up. There's no reality.
None.
You know what, too, though?
None.
Another thing that we don't see, we don't look at, and the thing is, we want to see it, face to face, and we want to see it, like we want to see him out in the middle of the street fighting or something. Like, guys, it's so what we expect is so unrealistic, because you weren't out in public fighting with the narc, at least not all the time. Okay, not all the time. They tried to wait till they got you in somewhere secluded before they start, putting their show on. And we expect to see them out arguing and fighting. Guys, the reality, man, the reality that I am seeing, the reality that I am personally seeing with these eyes, guys, that new person is the new slave.
Oh yeah.
And the new person is totally oblivious, totally, completely oblivious. They listen, they see the wrong. They know it's wrong. They're just like we used to be. They see the wrong, they know it's wrong, but it feels good. They being fed something that feels good, that hope. See, they're at that stage where they're being fed hope.
And Jesus said he was the hope. So the narc becomes their God. That's how that works. That's idolatry. And if you in idolatry, you sell your soul. So when your soul is sold to the devil, all hell breaks loose. That's number one. And he does what he do, kill, steal, destroy. And not just you, but your bloodline. So the narcissists are the witches and warlocks. They are the agents for Satan.
Slow down. We ain't just running past your bloodline.
That's what
no, we're not just running past that. Your children,
and
your bloodline.
Mm-hmm. Because they only got about 4 generations. Satan know how this works in the spirit realm. The church need to teach this. They don't. There's a apostasy that has happened. The organization don't. But the church, if they taught these things, a lot of us wouldn't be in these situations because Satan know how it works. The 3rd and 4th generation. So if your great grandparent was a warlock, a Freemason, a cult, in some type of organization, they sell their bloodline to the kingdom of darkness. Now he got to reset that. So a lot of people in that bloodline get sent the narc, because when you get sent the narc, you can make that covenant, establish it again, and then you reset it. So then he got 3 or 4 more generations of torment after you. And then he'll send one to each generation. But that is like top tier in Satan kingdom is the narcs, because they have given themselves over freely to the devil. Like some people get really deceived, and some people just sign that contract like he lay it out. I'm gonna give you this, you're gonna manipulate, you can be able to cheat better than anybody, you'll be able to steal better than anybody, won't nobody catch you, just sign on the dotted line. The narcs say, good, got it, check, tell me what to do, ain't nobody gonna hurt me again. That's the narcs.
And they compare notes.
Oh yeah.
Do their homework. Yeah.
You know what? That's why the Bible says there is no rest for the wicked. In those situations, we do wicked. We do. That's where our accountability comes in, because we mimic some of the stuff that we do. We help them in dirty situations. I've never known of another person, but some of us do know that there's somebody else. A lot of people is not going to admit it, or you knew of somebody else. But when your house is not built on sturdy foundation, it's going to fall. And none of our, whether we knew it or not, it was not built on steady foundation. It was always built off somebody else's tears, whether at our hands or not. And so it was doomed to fail. And that's why God would not let it rest. He would not let it be no peace in those situations, because he knew what we were dealing with. And like you said, we just had to see it for ourselves and get out of that fantasy and get tired of playing the game. And that's what it took. And that's why our houses failed, because they were built off somebody else's tears, whether we knew it or not.
Mm-hmm.
Did y'all pay attention to the last part she said? That's how your house fails. That's how your house fails, when you building it on somebody else's pain. That's why, that's one of the reasons, one of the many reasons that the new situation ain't gonna never work. It was built off your pain. The new person don't even get it. They don't even see your pleasure built off somebody else's pain. That makes you a narc too. When you get pleasure off somebody else's pain. See, guys, they can say what they want to say. They can say what they want to say. They can dodge it all. They can try to dodge it all they want. Listen, at the end of the day, if it brings you pleasure If it's bringing you pleasure, making you feel some type of way that you were able to get in between somebody's relationship and snatch this person's attention long enough for them to cut this person off in time enough for them to cuss you out daily, and y'all go back and forth because you just took over the assignment of the new punching bag or the new doormat or whatever. But at the end of the day, guys, when you take on the assignment, of receiving pleasure, if it make you feel good seeing somebody else in pain, knowing that you just destroyed somebody's family, you were a pivotal person in destroying this person's family, their relationship. You just as bad as the narc.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna get what the narc is getting.
Oh yeah.
How are they gonna just sit back and think about this? How can you sit back and just think for 1 minute that I'm good. I'm happy. We good. We gonna make it. Everything gonna be all right over here. Because at the end of the day, yeah, I took you from this person, and and we did this together, and that person, they just jealous because they got left out in the cold. Some people think that that's funny. They think that's a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you to look at you and you just sitting there defeated, like how is somebody supposed to feel when their home is destroyed based on the other person is in there lying, cheating, manipulating, and they got somebody else helping them, and then your everything you've built up over years is destroyed, and these people are looking at you like, well, won't you be a good sport about it though?
Exactly.
And then the church can support it, those that are also deceived. Like it get to the point, especially in church, in the organization, where that should be the number one. No, this is wrong. Like the Bible pretty much lay it out. But no, in the Lululand, and a lot of America is there, they will support this whole adultery affair, divorce and remarriage and all of this stuff, like nothing happened. But God is not mocked. So in those situations, a lot of people are trickling down. It's a lot of broken homes, a lot of sicknesses, a lot of all of this stuff happening, people not living anymore. Like those are very dangerous territories because they know the spirit realm, but because they have done some things, and I know plenty of people that has done it, like they've done some things for their own pleasure and idolatry that they don't repent of. They try to cover it up. This is what you see in the body. And then they be like, what's wrong with the church?
Beauty. I saw that comment. I like that show idea. Definitely gonna jump on that when that was big. Also, let me shout out my girl Patrice Bean. She want to be, one of the sponsors tonight as well. Thank you so much for the love. Ladies and gentlemen, we keep on going into this area because that's the area that hurts the most. That line, trifling, good for nothing, assistant of the narcissist is what we will call it. The assistant, the person that sat right there every single day, scanning your page and following what you doing and harassing you at times. The person plotted on your home, the person that helped plot on your entire situation. Yeah. I'm not going to sit here and just say, yeah, just hey, forget about it and keep on moving. Because eventually, you're going to do that. Yes, indeed, you're going to do that. But I don't want you to feel like you some kind of weirdo because you feel some type of way that, like, wow, hold it. I was in a relationship with this person and out of nowhere, they all of a sudden over here getting married. I was talking to somebody just it was recently. And they were telling me how they just got divorced.
Mhm.
Just got divorced. Guys, how you get divorced this month and then the narc got married within 2 weeks of the divorce?
Sounds like my ex. That's what they
Because
do.
they
Mhm.
tried to hold one just left. So they need some long-term supply. They got to cling on. They are truly parasites. They cling on to whatever is good for them. And y'all think that these people have us as their slaves physically, they have us as their spiritual slaves as well.
Woo.
So
Yeah.
not just in the physical, it's in the spiritual realm as well. Because we idolize these people and we sold our soul and will do anything for these people and just push God to the side as if he's non-existent. I am very guilty of that. Very, very guilty.
Come on.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm in the club. I'm in the club. I did it.
Funny. And they think like they try to do a quick swap, especially if they have an image. Like if their image is affected, they try to hurry up and do that swap so they can make it seem like everything was normal with them. You were just upset. They already were creating a narrative and a backdrop because they can always say like, oh, that's a made up license. Oh, we were divorced. They got stories for everything, but they try to do that quick switcheroo, thinking that all the flying monkeys and fans don't see it. But what the new supplier or whatever they want to be called, the accomplice, just say the accomplice, the witch and the warlock, both of them, they are a pair. Or you can sometimes have warlock, witch. They do all that too. But the other accomplice, the new, they don't, once you done with them, once you find out what they really are, they don't even realize that they didn't snatch nothing up that you want. What you wanted was somebody faithful, somebody who you thought they were, the potential. When that's not that, it ain't even no competition because you wasn't the one that would get that type of person that was with somebody, hopefully. Some people, you're working on yourself. That's good. But if you wasn't that one, like that would go for that married person and they were, that's not even the same playing field of competition because your integrity is already outmatching that. So that's what they did was got with this more demons. And the dark get played too. Like Satan to look at them like, all right, little puppet, you getting a little bit too happy. I gotta mess your life up because he don't like his puppets. He don't like anyone. Satan don't want nobody happy. So they can be in a good situation and Satan will torment their man to destroy it.
Oh, yeah.
Destroy it.
Hey, listen, y'all. I want everybody in this chat right now. I want to help you understand something about the way this devil is going to betray that narcissist. We have this incredible thought that the relationship between the narc and the devil is the same relationship and built on the same thing that our relationship is built on with God. And it is not.
Mm-hmm.
Their relationship is built on a lie.
Yep.
It's built on hatred. It's built on misery. Everything that the narcissist does. Listen, Satan ain't got no power to promote no narcissist. Satan ain't got no power in the first place. So it's all built on deception. And for everybody that thinks that they're just going to be able to walk around untouchable, I'm not going to call you crazy. I'm just going to say you way down into Lulu somewhere. You're if you even think they have the ability to escape what God got for them, if you think you have the ability to escape what God got for you, you in Delulu.
Oh, for sure.
Way down in Delulu somewhere. Look here, y'all. Let me see. Who was that? Lillian. Mwah. Thanks so much for that super chat, Lillian. And thank you, Queenless. Mwah. She's another sponsor tonight, y'all. Thank you so much.
I want to say this. We all at some point have waited for them to get their karma. But one thing you have to understand is look at how the devil betrayed God, and he is
Mm.
allowing him to continue to do what he did because he's very patient. Because he know when he put his foot down, that's it. So we need to stop waiting and let God do what he do.
Come on.
Put that foot down. He put that down on them for all the dirt that they've done to people. That's it. And you know how God,
The way they can get away from that?
no,
We always have that anxiety and fear. Like I see a lot of narcs in mental health, like I do, and a lot of them have that. They always need something for anxiety. My anxiety's so bad. My anxiety's so bad, and they're always paranoid. So when we think about how their daddy is the devil until they get themselves together, if it happens, but they daddy the devil. He know how this is about to end with this final judgment. He see the lake of fire every day. He don't know when. Because the Holy Spirit always keep him in a guessing game, just like he didn't know how that was going to go with Jesus. He don't know when. He just know the prophecy. So he always on edge, like, is this today? Is this the minute? Is this today? Is it? Are they this? Are they? That's how the devil is. Like a lot of former sorcerers and warlocks, different ones that have converted, that have been that deep in it, they say that is why he never give his people sleep, because he know he out of time. He just don't know when that's going to happen with God's final judgment. That's how the narcs live. They don't know when this reap of this harvest is going to happen. They know something going to go down because they've been sowing these rotten seeds, but they always looking over their shoulder. They either want to be sedated or high or surround themselves with people, but they are never happy. Like my mom's not a happy person. Never. Like it's always this envy and this jealousy. It's like nothing is ever good enough, and they're just never happy. It's a dark void in there.
And you know what else? Something that I have seen, just witnessed myself again. These people depend on being able to come back to you and treat you horrifically. Y'all, we don't believe. Again, let's go back to what's love got to do with it. I get in there and he yanked Tina up when they get in the car. He begging her to get back with her. She like, man, look, man, I ain't trying to be bothered, Joe. Go ahead, man. We done, man. It's done. She like, look, man, I ain't trying to have no beef with you, but this over, man. And Ike is sitting there like, man, I used to run you, man. Like, you ain't nothing. What you think because you got your little contract? And that's how he talked to her. Oh, yeah. If I was so-and-so with them, yeah, you be singing your head off of here. Oh, but I ain't them. Now look at you. Now you too big for Ike, huh? Guys, that's how they look at it. And had she, and I'm positive they didn't tell the whole story. He couldn't tell the whole story in those 2 hours. But I'm positive Tina went back to that fool umpteen times.
oh, for sure.
I'm positive she did. I was too crazy for her not to, because he felt, I can do anything to you. I don't care how big of a star you are. I don't care how big your name is. I don't care that people think you a celebrity. To me, you the person I smack around and talk to crazy, cheat on, lie to, gaslight, beat up, whatever. That's our relationship. That don't change. And a narcissist, guys, I'm telling you, a lot of y'all sitting around there with Ike Turner, men and women alike. You sitting in the house with an Ike Turner thinking one day Ike gonna soften up. Ike gonna get it together. One day Ike gonna get it. Ike ain't gonna ever. It don't work that way, y'all. It does not, and it will not. And the person who was after Tina, man, listen, go look at her hospital records. Go look at the woman hospital records, because that's what they got to show. That's all you got to show for it. How many times you been to the hospital? How many times you been to the courthouse? Guys, that's my whole story. That's my whole story. The police come to your house. You got to go to court. That was the whole relationship. That was more of a relationship than anything else that I ever had in it. How many times you got to go to the courthouse? How many times the police going to be over there in your house talking crazy to you, telling you what you going to do in your house? Boy, y'all talking about something more than humiliating. Yeah, go home and turn that kid. As hard as you work to pay them bills to stay in your house, and next person, I don't care. They got a gun. They come into your house telling you what you gonna do.
Exactly.
Yeah, this court doing the same exact thing. Hey, well, I know you pay for this, and the court so that ain't gonna file. They'll tell you gonna still pay for this, and then we're gonna kick you out of here for a year. They can kick you out of there for up to a year.
Wow.
It is absolutely absurd because it's not even based on realistically who did what. It's based on, a lot of times it's based on a formula and how they believe it went down. And guys, with a narcissist, good gosh, man, they're going to create it. They are experts at creating a narrative. They've been doing it since they met.
One of their demons they got is an attorney. You got the attorney demon. The attorney demon and the judicial demon, that's what I like to call it thing. It can convince the judge, like you can have all this evidence and they can convince the judge that you did some stuff that is just based out of total fabrication. Like you would look at the judge like, I know you don't believe you. Common sense would show this is not true. But they so cunning with that deceptive tongue. Like you have to be very careful dealing with a little judge demon. You got to have an advocate that's with the Father. You got to have Jesus. You got to go in the courtroom with God. Like, God, I'm going to need your help because dealing with the snake. But they are that slick and they wanted you to be the cure. Like you were supposed to be the one that came in and got rid of all of their torment in the Delulu land. And you were supposed to make that Delulu land happen for them in the real world. Like you were supposed to be the one. That's how they looked at you when they saw you. And the devil told them, like, that's the ticket. Get that one. You see the light on them, they can love you back and they can make this happen and you'll be king of the kingdom. That didn't happen because that's not reality. So then now they mad at you, then they got to punish you. They like, it's their fault. That's their fault that you're not king of the kingdom. They made them laugh at you. Get them. And that's what go in their head.
You know something though? Yeah, I mean, as sad as it is to say this, man, guys, everything when I know it's hard to believe it, but everything. One of the reasons that narcs lie about everything. I know y'all think that some stuff it ain't everything. It's a lie in everything that they say.
Yeah.
That's the reason they're so convincing. Because, see, the reason we're not good liars is because it's rare that that's what we're going to do. It's like they got to really catch us off guard for us to be, and we caught because we don't even know how to do it. A narcissist is uncomfortable when they're not lying.
Yeah.
That's when you caught them today. Whoa, hold up, man. I'm telling the truth here. They sitting there looking like, oh, let me go back and read the bylaws of being a narcissist here. Did I just tell the truth? Because they lie about everything.
Everything.
It's second nature to them. So when they go in front of a judge, when they're in front of a police officer, those people believe them because they're speaking. They're not nervous when they're talking. I bet you money a narcissist could easily pass a lie detector test.
Oh, for sure.
Because because their heart ain't beating fast when they lying. They liars. They're liars by nature.
Sure.
They can go right through that stuff like, oh man, this ain't nothing. Please, I've lied about much bigger.
Oh,
and
yeah.
You get to a judge, and a judge is sitting there like, this story is so crazy. Ain't no way you lying about this. Ain't no way somebody lying about all of this, man. Ain't no way.
See, but the judge never see that they don't take accountability. Everything they say is always your fault. And I understand why the judge can never see why this person never said anything that they did. It's always she did this.
Ooh, wow.
Divorce case.
That's crazy.
Always been she did this, she did that, she did this. They never take accountability for anything they do. And also I want to say, people, I keep telling y'all, people know who they are. Y'all think they lying to these people to really just make you look bad? No, it's to justify why they did you dirty, because people know they're already dirty.
That's right.
Because people be like, man, I know he be cheating on all his marriages. Now he got to make you look like the bad guy to justify why he's such a bad guy, because women ain't ish. She did this, she did that, so I did this to her. It's not just to make you look bad, it's to justify what they did to you.
Yes. Yes.
And they can't, and it's just like in the Bible when John 8, the red letters, and Jesus himself, the red letters. He said when these people lie, like they father, the devil, who was a liar from the beginning. Like when they lie, they speak from their own being, their own makeup is to be a lie. And it's their native language. So if it's like if I'm speaking English, like ich can spreche Deutsch, like I know German. But I don't know German well enough to go in there in Germany and just have all these wonderful conversations. I have to study some things. I might be able to learn it. That's how a person who's been with the narc that's codependent, that's how they can get, because they lie too. But they learn how to lie like that. The narc, they speak that stuff fluent. Speaking German to them is fluent to them. Like lying is fluent. That's their fluent language. But speaking the truth would be like Arabic. Like they might not even know all the letters. They might be able to form one or two sentences, but they can't really speak the truth. They have to try to mimic some truth they might have heard somebody say. That's why they can repeat certain sermons, or they can do that, or repeat things they hear. They take and collect different things people say, but they can't just originate truth out of their own body and their own mind. No. It's not in their makeup. They can originate a lie. So that's what we deal with when we deal with narcs. And we have to understand the makeup. That's why we're not supposed to have any dealings. Like we like to rescue. We have a mercy heart, most of us. Most of us can love. The very thing that we have that love, narcs hate that. They hate love. That's the one thing they hate about you. If you be like, oh, maybe it was my hair, maybe I could have did this. They hate your ability to love, because they can't do that. And they have made up in their mind a long time ago. They said, I will never love. There is no love. When they said there is no love, they said there is no God. My mom still said today, there is no love. There's no such thing as love. And then when you try to put it together, like, well, then you're saying there's no such thing as God and there is God. I'm not saying that. There is no love. Like, that's it. It's transactional. So we can't come in love and think the narc is going to be happy with us or receive us in any way. They're only going to turn on us and hate us because love is light. And they hate that.
Yeah. And that's, they always, it's two things they believe in life: that there is no love and there are no good people. I have heard them say this over and over. There are no good people in this world. And that's why they drag you into that pig pen with them, because they know you're capable of it. And that's their goal, because they want to prove right that there are no good people.
And that's a schema. That is what you would call a schema. There's no love. There's no good people.
Yep.
And subconsciously, we buy into that. Subconsciously, we believe it. Like, wow, are there any good people out here? Like, everybody I'm meeting, you know, it always turns into this. It always turns into something crazy. Guys, their narrative is, and it's a lot of them, their narrative is, if we can just make you think that everybody's like this, eventually, y'all look at the world we in right now. Good God Almighty. Man, I'm gonna tell you, I was watching a video earlier today that really made me sick to the point that it made me say something sick. I was watching, it was yesterday. Yesterday it was either Florida or New Orleans. It was somewhere hot. And I think it might have been Florida. I don't know. It's Florida, Atlanta, or one of them. Anyway, this dude is walking through a crowd. They're doing a trick or treat for the children. They're doing a Halloween thing for the children. Police, they got the road and everything barricaded, and they're out, right? And it's a Halloween thing for the city. And this fool on camera walks through the crowd, pull his gun out and shoot somebody right in front of the police. It's kids everywhere. I could not believe. I sat back and I said, "Wow, why don't the police ever unalive somebody like that right there?" Because he committed a felony right in front of you and used deadly force. How is it that these fools don't never get it? How is it that these devils never get it? But then you'll see them 20 police jumping one dude and unalive him over cigarettes. Like, dude, how does this continuously happen? And we sitting here. This fool did this on, ladies and gentlemen, they rewind the camera several times. The police, he did it right in front of the police officer. The police officer grabbed him as soon as he shot the person. Like, dude, come on. We live in a world where people narcs have no value for human life. They have no value. They have no respect. You can't even have enough respect to go out here and respect children, and respect elders. It's no respect for elders, man. That's been gone. No respect for elders out here. You don't have respect for children. You don't have respect for elders. I'm not even gonna put women in the scenario because I know he ain't got no respect for women neither. And I say that to say, when you don't respect any of God's creations, that's telling you right there, you don't even respect God. You don't respect any of his creations. So you don't respect him. You don't respect yourself.
Yeah.
How will we continue to just sit back and act like this stuff ain't going on? And this stuff is going on in every city, y'all. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah.
It's happening in every state out here. Something crazy. And for what? That is the devil's language. That is this devil's purpose. Yes, it's easy for a devil to walk through a crowd and just shoot somebody. You know why? Because he's jealous of everybody out there.
Yeah.
He said, "Hey man, y'all got a life." When you look at a narc, you think they have a life. They don't. They're walking around in torment. They're walking around jealous, envious, filled with hatred and malice.
Yes.
They really, really hate, y'all. It was Orlando. Okay, it was Orlando. Yeah.
And you know what? Their favorite is when you say they're jealous of you. I can't compete where I don't compare, but yet you're saying you're not jealous and I don't compare, but you're comparing what you have to what I have. So obviously you must feel like I have more than you. And that's what, the biggest thing was, imagine abandoning your relationship with God because you wanted to be equal to him, not greater, but equal. He abandoned his relationship with God because he wanted to be equal to him. Imagine. And that's how they do us. When they can't become our equal, in order to get ahead, they have to destroy us. And that's why they destroy everything you have, so that now they can feel more powerful and more, and have like they have more than you. That's their point. I think they're
It is. And you know what? I'm glad you said that. We're gonna take it. We're gonna take it on in there with that. So the war in heaven. God gave man dominion over everything. And Satan said, "What? I'm your favorite. What do you mean? I'm your favorite? What? How you gonna give? Man, this fool, he's stupid. He's stupid. You made him out of dirt. I was made out of fire. What? Come, are you serious?" And while Satan having this pity party, he building and collecting the rest of his people that saw it too, to say, "Yeah, that's messed up, man. Ain't that messed up? How you gonna promote this over here over me?" And Satan said, "Nah, man. Nah, Joe. Nah, we jumping them, man. We gonna jump the good God Almighty. What, man, ladies and gentlemen, we keep on thinking that we're gonna go around a devil, and you think that you're gonna be able to, talk some sense into them. You trying to talk sense into the very descendants of the fools that attacked God.
yeah.
Yeah.
You trying to convince that fool of something?
Mhm.
Ladies and gentlemen, you listen, if there ever was such a thing as wasting your time, wasting your breath,
Mhm.
Yeah.
this fool said we gonna attack God and take over heaven. I'm shutting this down. I'm in charge. Bump what God said. I'm in charge. I'm gonna have to be. Goodness, come on, man. Come on.
And they seek to destroy, saying he's a destroyer, and that's what his kingdom is. And the narc know, like, they don't want to be mediocre in a kingdom of love, like that mean equality with others or whatever. So from childhood they've been trained or whatever, in their bloodline, they rather be king or queen of a filthy kingdom than to be mediocre in God's kingdom, or to show love, or be what they perceive as average. Because in the little land, remember, this is in their imagination, they're not average. They're above average, and in some way, shape, or form, that entitlement syndrome. But they think just like the devil. The devil, he hates everybody. And he hates even those that serve him. He hates humanity. They feel like humans, how dare these like mindless, useless things come on earth and actually have some authority. That's not fair. Like, that's how the devil feel. Like, that's not fair. We were here first, or we existed first. But that's all delulu. Like that, none of that. That's just his wickedness. Mind is terrible. It's deluded. But the narcs think the same way. You will hear them say a lot of times, that's not fair. Why did they get to do something that they worked hard for, and I didn't get it, and I was sitting around looking at them do it?
Come on.
That's how it is. So we have to understand, like, the devil directs them. It's like he's the puppet master. They are Pinocchio, and he's the puppet master of the Pinocchios. And they want to be a real boy, and they want to be a real girl, and they want to be a real mom. That's them. And that's not happening because their nose keep growing. So,
And you know what's so funny? He hate us even more because God even allowed him to use manipulation to try to even get us, and some of us don't even fall for it. He can't even get all our souls. I had to tell the devil, because y'all don't know, I'm under attack like never before. It's like everything that can go wrong in my life is going wrong.
Listen,
And you know
Tyler,
that
we be
cannot
watching.
read your mind. So I said to him today, I said, I don't care what you do to me. I said, you don't have power over my soul. I will not give you my soul. I will die in the situation I'm in right now. At least I know when I go, I'm going to heaven. I could live without all this ish, you know, that you taken away from me. But when I leave this earth, I know you will not have my soul. I said, so do as you will, because you're not going to break me.
Wow.
That's powerful.
That's powerful.
That's what he want that soul. He wants you to surrender, and it times get tough. You'll cry for years. Like, it's very painful when all of this happened, because it's not just somebody left you for somebody else. It's like a covenant was established. A lot of people were either married or in a serious relationship, maybe had children. You know, a lot of things were established. So it was a memories and history that was ripped away. So that's painful. That's a trauma. But learning and understanding how that happened, what the enemy planned on doing, and being that survivor, that is key. It's like constantly giving that breath, like, no matter what, I'm going to still fight through this. It hurt. I may not even get out of bed, but I'm going to worship God. Like, that's something I can do. And then he will come and give me strength for that day. And over time, you'll get better, but you got to learn the real them. Like, you wasn't just dealing with a normal human being that was sitting here in front of you or in your bed or next to you making life happen. You were with a bunch of demons, superpower demons, like the ones with the capes and the celestials. That's what you was with. And every day they woke up, could have been a different one. Like, you never knew which demon you was going to be waking up to. God had to free you from that, because in the little land, you don't know. We're human, but God know. And if he on that throne, you got hope. The narcs, they don't believe in them. Even the ones that say they do, they don't. And it's unfortunate for them, because it's always a hurricane in their life. It's always chaos in their life, confusion in their life. And you will always be fatigued and wore out, because they come with chaos.
Yeah.
And they're going to come with the worst kind of chaos that you've never seen, that you've never imagined. That's why I'm going to keep saying, people, somebody lied to all of us, because they told us, you know, in order for you to be around that type of person, it was something in you that attracted them. Yes, it was my light that attracts them, because everybody's attracted to the light.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're not going to put this on, oh, that's some dark place inside of me. No, I don't have that place built in me, because I haven't even learned how dark it is inside that monster.
For sure.
One thing that I'm just going to say this right here. The one thing I've learned in life, y'all, one thing that life has blessed me with is life has taught me how to enjoy my trials.
Yes.
Life has taught me how to enjoy my trials. Yeah, I got trials all the time. There's trials every single day. If life just went smooth, man, you're going to get lazy. You're going to get comfortable. And y'all know what we do? Y'all know what I do? I go out here and eat my favorite ice cream. When I get a little too comfortable, I go get me some seafood. Start just getting lazy. I'm going to sit back on. I know I said I was going to take care of this. I was going to clean up the house today, but I'm going to lay back today because, you know, I did this and I did that. And guys, we get comfortable.
We do.
Life. And when we get too comfortable, we forget about our assignment.
For sure.
We get comfortable and we forget that we got work to do.
Yep.
So when you going through it, man, I done learned in my life. Now I have seen the light. Now I know, something coming. Something big is coming my way, because it's a freight train just running through here, back, and it's backing up and then running back over me again. And something big is getting ready to happen for me.
Yeah.
Because That's how it always happens. We only being tried, guys. You only gonna be tried to teach you how strong you really are.
Yeah.
Teach you that there is an assignment on your life.
Yes.
That trial that you going through, and that's everybody. That trial that you going through, man. Listen, you better learn how to celebrate your trials.
Yes.
Yeah, you better learn how to celebrate your trials. Every single day that you get to wake up and you amongst the land of the living, man, I don't take any of it for granted. First thing I do is thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm here. I made it another one because there's a whole lot of people that didn't get up today, y'all.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people didn't get through this week. You feel me? And some of y'all know some people that didn't make it through this week. So instead of always just looking down on life and what I should have did and what I could have did over here and this and I caught a flat tire and I don't believe this. My phone working right and man, we sit here crying over trivial stuff that money can fix. We crying over stuff that money can fix. It's people out here that got problems that money cannot fix. Y'all remember Steve Jobs?
Yeah.
Man, I ain't in the world you could have told me that dude wasn't rich enough to buy a scientist or a doctor that could fix that cancer that he had. There's no way you could have told me that. But guess what? That cancer said, you got to go, champ. That money ain't gonna get you out of this one.
That's how the enemy do. He take a lot of them out with cancer. The worst type of suffering death. That's how they boss is. And when you really want to see like like a lot of things that a narcissist would do, we won't even know the depths of their wickedness sometimes till like years later. Like God will spare us. But I spoke with my aunt, the husband number to the one of the pastors. He was a pastor. They said that I was only married like 6 weeks because he was really crazy. But the what he did, they said that because they told him that he shouldn't be with his niece because he was crazy and abusive and all of that. They said one time he cut their brakes and he was sitting in the car watching them when they was getting in the car and he was drinking like an orange soda. And they said that he put the top of the orange soda on their tire so they know he cut their brake. And then he did a cheers with the drink while he was drinking it. And then when they went past the light and they couldn't stop because the brake line was cut. They knew he made it known that he was the one that did it. This is how sociopathic these people can get. Now he had the whole church convinced he's supposed to be my husband. Did this huge proposal in church and all this stuff. Everybody in church know he's ziggity boo, but me. I was new. How much like you will be a target. Ziggity to the boo boo. Okay, like who does that? I was like, he did what? Now I knew he stole the lady's purse. He robbed it from the bank because he failed the lie detector test.
He ain't steal that lady purse in the church.
Church. The detectives called. I was like, well, he a pastor. He wouldn't do that. I said, man, we got the footprints that went from the bank to the car, and then he was on camera. I was like, but we don't need that. Like, there's no need for that. I go down there, friends work for the police and everything. He was like, man, Keish, bad. It's bad. He failed the lie detector test 3 times. But he talked about because he had like a nervous tick. He was like the tick. Because he had that tick, which was a thing that they couldn't, the lie detector results, they couldn't use it in court because he had a nervous tick. This is the kind of stuff that happens, man, in the narcosphere. So you're probably a target based on your light, based on generational things, but you gotta be careful out here.
Hey, Keisha, I gotta admit, Keisha, you got some show stopping stories. I mean, you start talking, I'll be like, Lord, How did she make it through that?
That's why I had to go to the wall and
Hold it.
taxi yard and figure out how this
Keisha, how did you make it through the police showing you videotape footage? Man, that's your husband stealing out the church. The church he was just preaching in.
He stole from the bank. He robbed a lady's purse in the bank, was on camera going to my car that he took from me. He's supposed to be on sabbatical. I ain't even seen him. I was like, wow. I didn't even know he was like here. He just took my car. These are narcissists, and the church came and got them. Like, I had to really just send my family. I was like, you know what, God, I'm gonna have to repent for this. I'm gonna have to call my family. Like, I'm gonna have to call them cousins and them. They're gonna have to go get my car. And the church went and rescued him when they went and got my car. And this dude totaled the car, put the rocks through the window, did all of this destructive stuff. He was crazy.
Wow.
I was like, man, this guy.
That's crazy, man.
I was married for 6 weeks. That was the shortest marriage ever.
6.
Right.
Keisha was like, look, I'm gonna go ahead and check in. I'm gonna go ahead and check in down the street down here because this I'm tripping. It's me. I'm tripping too. There it is. Look, my man BK said 2 Timothy 3, verse 1 through 5, New International Version. But mark this, there will be terrible times in the last days. People will be lovers of themselves, lovers of money, boastful, proud, abusive, disobedient to their parents, ungrateful, unholy, without love, unforgiving, slanderous, without self-control, brutal, not lovers of the good, treacherous,
yes,
rash, conceited, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God, having a form of godliness but denying its power, have nothing to do with such people. Does everybody see exactly what people that verse is talking about?
yeah.
That just described the narcissist to the absolute T. It just described the narcissist all the way to the T.
And you know, they're at their most dangerous when they're starting a relationship or when they hit rock bottom. And that's why you saw that man shoot that crowd, because he had hit his rock bottom and he had nothing to lose. And that's what they do when they are at that rock bottom. And they are that way when they start a new relationship. Anybody and anything that try to get in their way from pursuing that new thing, you will lose your life. And that almost happened to me, because these people get into that psychosis where they have tunnel vision. And anything that try to stray them to get them to see anything other than the decision that they made has to be annihilated.
Whoa. The decision they made.
Yeah.
Good God.
And God have to step in and he have to rescue you. But I mean, it's really intense, like their psychosis, and they go on with these roles. Like, I mean, dude's still a pastor, both of them. Like, they got these churches and these followings. I mean, he choked up wife number 5 in front of people, and they were like, "Oh, maybe you were telling the truth." Oh, you think? You know, I mean, you
know what, Keisha? Like, you was the one that was sitting there thinking that people actually believe him or people actually trust him. No, they see it, but a lot of people, even people you trusted, are the same way.
Exactly. Like, they seen that he was that way, but because they were jealous and envious of you themselves, and that was like the leaders of the old church where I was at, because they felt like that, they were making all kind of deals behind my back. Like, oh, if you marry her and then I'll let you preach here and all of that stuff. Because he said it. He was like, you wouldn't be nobody if it wasn't for me. The only reason why you can even speak is because I allow it. I said, what? Like, I mean, it got so crazy. I had to get out of narcos. I'm like, God, I'm really trying, like, to not choke somebody. Like, I was starting to catch those narc fleas. Like, I'm ready to smack
He was
somebody.
absolutely doing the most.
Yes.
Patrice Bean, thanks for that super chat. Patrice said, put God first and God will do the rest. Ladies, y'all better leave these people something for the whole weekend. Y'all better lay them out in here. Give it to them. What y'all leaving them with? Give it to them. Lay
One
them.
thing you gonna always know. One, always believe in God more than in narc, because God, the only one who got your back.
Come on.
You'll find out your friends be fake, family be fake, everybody plotting against you. God, the only one that's gonna swoop in and he gonna handle all of that. You just got to give it to him. Don't try to take revenge. Don't try to do anything. You don't even have to glow up and all of that stuff. Trust me, if you leave the narc and you really just like turn yourself around and no contact, all of that, and make them irrelevant, they will be obsessed with you the way Satan is obsessed with Jesus. Because how dare somebody not uplift him and have more power and authority? That's how the narc is. Like each narc acts, like many of them, like you will always be the name that's in their mouth because you're the one that did not stay in a deluded land, a little satanic world. You're the one that didn't stay captive because you had somebody greater than you, greater than who they serve, that came and set you free. That's what you have to remember. So trust God. If he got you out of it, it was a lot of things that you didn't see that he did. Just like the second pastor, he might have cut my aunt's no brake line, but the last husband I was just with, he was a pastor too. He tried to cut mine. So that same spirit is a brake line cutting demon, and it just changed bodies. So if you don't heal, you'll get the same demons that's assigned to you. They'll just change bodies, and they might try to get a little bit nicer, put on a different mask, or reinvent themselves so you don't catch it early on. But they got the same mission: kill, steal, destroy. They're never going to be there to help and elevate. They're tricky, so don't ever believe their words. The only thing you can do, believe God and trust that if you believe in him more than them, he got you.
Whew. Hey, John, this for the weekend.
That's expression.
Somebody in the mouth.
You making some funny expressions, Mario.
Say what?
You're making some funny expressions. That's a typical day in the narcosphere. You didn't know?
Hey, hey Keisha, I ain't lying. When you get on, when you put your foot on the gas, it is all gas, no brakes. You said two of them was trying to cut your brake line.
They were trying to.
You're like, did they have a blueprint to this? What is going on?
They might not have a blueprint. They got them insurance plans on you. That life insurance.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we got to get you out of here so they can get paid.
Oh, God. Okay, so I'm going to leave you guys with this. I'm going to say this. I just told y'all, the little situations and the storms, don't let the storms push you away from God. Allow it to push you closer to God. Like I said, I've been through the biggest storm in my life when I lost my daughter. And that pushed me away from God, and I haven't completely found my way back to him. But I'm not that far away from him that I do people the way I was done. Because I know at the end of the day that there's a power that's higher than me and that's greater than me. And so I know my boundary with God. And I want to say this too. Never let a person tell you you're bitter because you want to tell your story. That's what they use against us.
That's right.
Do not let no one silence you. Tell your story. Because if we allow people to silence us, guess what? There's no Harrio, there's no Keisha, there's no me, there are no other content creators to give you this information.
Come on.
So never let anyone make you feel like you're bitter because you're telling your story. I don't care how many times you have to tell your story. Tell it until you're heard. And that's why we're on here all the time, telling our stories over and over and over again, because there are people who need to hear this. We're not going to be silenced.
Say that. Say you. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, man. That is a part of the assignment. That is a part of each and everyone's assignment, man. For you to know the truth and to not stand for it, you should feel pain.
Yes.
We know the truth. We know the truth. It's so many people. It's so many people out. It's people out here tonight ready to just end it all. Ready to end it all. Because some narc taking them through it. Because they can't see till tomorrow. Because they so caught up in a lie. Not the truth. They so caught up in a lie. A lie with you got to be the superhero. You got to be the superhero. And now they saying you can't be the superhero no more. I found a new superhero. Ladies and gentlemen, there are many people out here. There are many different situations out here. We sit here and, man, we blessed. We blessed beyond. We are blessed beyond. Man, it's people out here. Man, you ain't got to be self-medicated. You ain't got to go out here and try to eat yourself to death. You ain't got to go get drunk tonight to make it through. You hear me? You ain't got to go get drugged up every single day just so you can cope, because your mind cannot comprehend what you done allowed yourself to go through. You ain't got to go get drugged. You ain't got to go get high. You ain't got to go get drunk. You ain't got to go lay down with somebody you don't really want to be bothered with just to pass the time. Just so I don't feel so lonely that I don't want to be here no more. I'm going to just go pick somebody. You ain't have to do that today. Ladies and gentlemen, we are blessed in this circle, man. We are blessed in this circle. A lot of times, man, we be sitting there thinking, well, I don't have this, and I wish that I just had that, more in my life. Listen here. Yeah, it's always going to be something that we want. That's human nature. We always going to want something. We always going to feel like we need more. I need some of this. I need some of that. I need this. I need it. There's always going to be that feeling. There's always going to be people out there that are looking for this circle. Y'all know how many people needed to see what we were talking about and hear what we're talking about in here this evening? So they don't think that they are absolutely crazy. You know that when some people, if you're not around a circle like this, you know that stuff will take your mind from you?
Oh, yeah.
These people will take your mind from you. They will have you thinking you are absolutely crazy.
Yep.
And a lot of us who made it in here, they had us thinking we was crazy at one time. They had us thinking something must be wrong with me. It must be me. Had us willing to deal with the worst case scenario possible. We were willing to deal with the worst of the worst. We were willing to put up with things that no other normal human being would put up with
Uh,
just to say we still with this fool. Just to put on a show for other people. You out here destroying yourself just to put on a show. Oh, no, I got somebody. We fine in this trifling thing over here that I ain't gonna tell y'all the truth about. We willing to lie, deceive, be deceptive. We willing to go through all of it just to lie to people who really don't even have any interest in what we're talking about in the first place. They not even tripping, but we want to put on a show. Instead of just, let me go through the proper channels, man. Let me go through the proper channels and get my mind back. At least just let me get my feet back on solid ground again. No. But some people gotta have something. They gotta have that other relationship. They cannot survive. They can't get it together. They can't slow down and sit down for 5 minutes. Let me get my life together. Let me get my mind right so that I can be a gift to somebody that deserves a gift.
thanks.
No, I can't, man, I gotta go get me somebody else. Nah, they over there, they out there just running around with people and doing what they want to do. And we gonna do what they doing? You gonna follow a fool like a narcissist and duplicate what they doing and think you gonna get a different result? How you gonna do the same thing they did, but you gonna win though? You're gonna go ahead and get somebody just as crazy or crazier than the narc. Ladies and gentlemen, it don't matter who the narc get with. Listen, it don't matter who they get with. Listen, y'all, you can hope and pray for the narcissist to get with somebody that was better than you, who was nicer than you, who looked better, who had more money, who had a better body, who loved making better than yours, and who loved them more than you do. You can wish that on them. But you absolutely crazy if you think they gonna keep it together for that person. If you think they gonna stop lying for that person, if you think they gonna stop cheating on that person, if you think they gonna turn into somebody normal for that person, you lying to yourself. If you think they ever gonna get it together, you a lie. If you think that the narc is ever going to get it together, you a lie. They not. They can't. They can't. It is not who they are. You trying to act. Listen, you out here trying to ask Bigfoot to go be a seal, man. I know that's crazy. You really out here, you in the wilderness looking for Bigfoot and trying to turn him into a seal, man. It don't exist. It's not going to happen. It never happened before. You can't come into the chat and name one person. Y'all
I
ain't
dated a seal once. He ended up being a narc.
nah, you ain't never seen a person in this chat or come through this chat. Not one person come in here and say, nah, man, I seen the narc and they was with this other person and they've been with this other person for years. And I'm telling you, I've done broken the house and seen they love that person. They honest to that person. They ain't never lied to that person. They don't never cheated. They've been the best spouse to that person ever. You ain't never heard nothing crazy like that coming through here. And guess what? And you never will, because that ain't who they are.
Thanks.
We live in a day and age, in a time where this devil and his minions, they're being cast out. They're being cast out. And they're angry. They are jealous. There's war in heaven because the devil was getting kicked out. That's the same thing we dealing with right here. They are master manipulators. We think that because we look the same, we think because we talk the same, You think that we're the same. We're not the same, y'all. We're not the same. You're not going to see them get better.
Nah.
You get to wake up every single day. Look here, man. God didn't wake you up today to be no failure. God didn't wake you up today to fail. God didn't wake you up today to lose. God did not wake you up today to be depressed. You woke up today to be happy. You woke up today to win. Your life was designed by God for you to win. You hear me? The design of your life and your nature is to wake up every day rejuvenated. Whenever you have a problem, no matter what it is, God created you in a way where your mind is going to work on that problem every single day, all day long, until you figure it out, until you get it together. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't have to trust me, man, just trust God. If you can't figure it out, just say, hey, God, I can't figure that one out, champ. I can't figure it out. You got me with that one. I'm going to need you to handle that. Everybody in here, man. Everybody in here. You were designed perfectly. All we got to do is follow what our Father done taught us. That's it. Follow what he taught us. Do what he said do, man. He telling you what to do every single day. He telling all of us, man, do this. I know you don't want to do it. He tell me to do stuff all the time. I'm like, come on, man. Come on, not that though, man. Can I try it my way one time? Let me see if I can do it. And God be cool too. He be like, all right. All right, go ahead, man. I'm gonna let you go ahead and try it your way, bro. But if it don't work, I'll be like, all right, if it don't work, but you're gonna give me a fair chance though, right? Yeah, you got that. But if it don't work, you know how to get it done.
Right.
That's exactly how it works. I got a hard head. I ain't just going in there and listening to everything God tells me to do. I don't. I go against the grain.
Negotiator. Like, God, let's negotiate your contract here.
Listen, I go against the grain every single day. And God loved me, man. God loved me, man. I go against something God told me to do every single day. And he loved me, man. And I'm telling you, he loved you too. He put up with my mess. Good God Almighty. He loved me. God put up with my mess. He loved me. Every day, man, every time I see something come up, I just be like, oh, okay. All right, Joe, you handle it then, man. I thought you wanted me to do it. You go ahead and do it. I'm just going to chill. I'm going to just watch on this one. Because I know God. I know he going to take care of it every single time. I'm not going to be left hanging not one time. Not ever. Never. Listen, y'all, we be talking about trust and all of these other things. I'm gonna tell you, man, I realize sometimes I can't even trust myself. I said I was gonna fast today. I did. I said I was gonna fast today. Man, I lied. Oh my God, I lied terrible, man. I went out and had me some chicken and some mac and cheese. I was supposed to be in a fast today. How did I get up with a seafood salad, some chicken, and some macaroni and cheese?
And then pray over it. Be like, God, bless this food. I know I'm gonna do it next time. I promise.
I didn't pray for that food. I sure did. And I'm saying this because this is what it is. Because I'm telling y'all. And that's right, Liberty. God still got me every single day, every single time. I'm hard-headed just like some of y'all hard-headed. It don't matter. I'm saying he ain't kicking us to the curb because we hard-headed. He ain't gonna kick us to the curb because we did all kinds of crazy stuff. He just like, all right, man, I'm with you. I got your back. But come on, Joe. I got your back, man. But whoo, man. We just sometimes, man, we be so far out there, you know. We got to do some extra work to get. We got to do some extra work. Y'all know I got to do some extra work. I got to come in here at night, man. I need to start preaching in here because I be doing as bad as I be acting during the day, man. But again, I mean, you know, just to keep it 100, man. You know, we all got to walk through this life.
For sure.
We all got to walk through this life. And I'm saying, whatever you doing, when you out of pocket, you know you out. At least we know we out of pocket. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And let me say this. The beautiful part about being one of us is that we might not walk the perfectly straight line, but we ain't walking no line that's hurting other people on purpose.
Nah.
If we hurting somebody, they hurting because they jealous. They ain't hurting because, hey, I purposely want you to hurt. You know, no, that ain't how we do it. That ain't who we are, man.
They couldn't hurt you. They didn't get the reaction that they were looking for. We do the right thing. We do not access they hurt.
Come on.
That's the best way to hurt somebody, is doing it vindictive and vicious the way they do it. And they hurt over that stuff. They really do.
They really do.
It's supposed to go this far.
They really do, ladies and gentlemen. I know it seemed like, because they're not going to come back to you and tell you how bad they was really, really hurt, because they don't want you to know. Because if you knew, then you would be, the first thing you would have to say is, well, what would make you do something that's so stupid, knowing it was going to hurt you more than it hurt me? It don't even make sense. You'd start to see them differently once you see, well, and they looking at you like, well, I needed to just get your attention. I knew it was going to hurt me, but you had my attention. Why couldn't we just have a good relationship? Because I never wanted a good relationship with you. I'm here to destroy you.
They need an accomplice. That's what they want. Like the marriages that lasted, I seen in the narcosphere and the family, they went a partner in crime. Like they'd all scheme the government, they'll scheme people, they'll talk about people, they hate each other, they cheat all the time. Satan wanted to make a mini-me, and if you complied and can be the punching bag, be the doormat, let them be the God of your life and sell your soul to the devil, then he would have let that relationship continue, because he can torment you and your bloodline. But once you cry out to God and he step in and you say, God, okay, then Satan, he got to lift his hands off, and you got some clarity from that delulu. Then now it's at a point where you see the demons, and you don't really want that. You wanted the what did you call it? That potential. You realize, like, no, I wanted the potential. And once you realize that's not it, and you got free, and then God did some healing, you was humble and accountable, the narc is mad. That's what makes them even more mad than when they attempt to destroy you, is the fact that they couldn't destroy you. And then if they didn't make you beneath them, then that means when they idealized you, the light they saw was true. And that makes them even more mad.
That hurt.
Another person got a light and they don't. That's obsession.
Right there. That part right there, that's what hurts the most. When you figure out they can't hurt you. They don't have any power to hurt you. Woo, we about to get out of here, y'all. We doing triple overtime tonight. Grace, thanks for the super chat, Grace. Grace said, going through this hard time. Narc is 50, dating a 38-year-old around our daughter's age. If he has new supply, why does he hoover me? Dun, 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 dun. Thank you so much. Again. It is.
Come, bro. It's in the Lululand.
Listen, is this not the exact scenario we talk about almost every night?
Yes.
Why they messing with me if they got somebody, why are they still trying to come back? Why are they still? Okay, Grace, in 10 seconds or less, I'm going to just tell you. Because this 38-year-old just there to torment you. That's all. It ain't no real interest in that situation. The real interest is I couldn't destroy you the other way. Hopefully, your jealousy as a woman, now we attacking your womanhood. I couldn't attack you with my manhood, so let me try to attack you with this womanhood, with your womanhood. Okay, it's all about destruction.
Yeah.
It hurts you bad enough. If he can hurt you bad enough to make you take him back, okay, that's usually why somebody run and go grab somebody else. They want to hurt you and hurt you bad enough so that you just like, okay, I'm gonna let you come back, even though I know you a cheater and you're gonna keep cheating on me. I'm gonna still put up with it.
Yeah. It's about your soul. It's not about what they can do in the physical. It's about that soul. And they know the flesh desire the earthly and worldly things. And so you desiring him. And so he's trying to break you down, to break your soul down so that you can, since he couldn't complete the job, he wants you to finish it for him and end it so your soul can be condemned to hell where the devil wants it to be. It's all about your soul.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Don't sign that contract. You sign a contract, get back with the narc. He gonna roll that contract up, give it to his daddy. Like, there you go, Satan. I got you another body. Let me smile for a minute. Can I get some accolades, some money? I get more bodies for you, Satan. That's how the narc is.
Wow. Yeah, Grace, that ain't nothing amazing over there. Ain't nothing amazing. Everything you think is going on, if you only knew what was really going on. I know we be thinking that they just be having one, 2-month long love making session. That's all we be thinking. That's all it is. They over there and it's new and it's he already arguing and fighting. Yeah, listen, anybody that's bringing you trauma and drama, I guarantee you the other person getting it worse. Guaranteed. He trying to come home because he never was leaving. He just like, hey, I'm trying to destroy you here and you not participating.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, y'all. That's our show for tonight. I want to thank my lovely ladies here for helping me jump this narc. It has been incredible. I feel incredible. I feel wonderful. We're going to have a wonderful weekend, everybody.
Yes.
A wonderful weekend. Remember, when you wake up tomorrow, you woke up for a reason. You hear me? You woke up for a reason. God said, I'm going to give you another shot at it. Go ahead. We're going to leave y'all just the same way we came in here, y'all, with nothing but love, peace, and soul. See y'all next week.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Ow. Peace and chicken grease.